We're here today with another Trust and Estate Quick Tip, and today we're going to talk about the estate tax exemption and portability. And this can be a very complicated topic, so we're going to keep it light today and talk about what you need to do if you had a spouse that passed away, if there's any possibility that you may have a taxable estate when you die, then it's imperative that you file what's called a Form 706, which is an estate tax return for your spouse. Even if your spouse didn't have a taxable estate for estate tax purposes and isn't otherwise required to file, the only way that you can grab the portability, which is their unused estate tax exemption, is to file a 706 or an estate tax return. That's how you claim that portability. So you basically take it. So right now the exemption is 12.92 million. You take that whole exemption and you port it over to yourself. So then when you die, you have your spouse's unused exemption plus your entire exemption. And we have no idea what the estate tax exemption is going to be at the time of your death. It's all over the place. Right now it's very high, but it's scheduled to go back down in 2026, and who knows what it will be when you actually die. So if there's at all a possibility that you would have a taxable estate, it's just crazy not to file the 706 and grab that portability from your spouse. The estate tax is at a 40% rate, scheduled to go higher in 2026. So it's a very serious tax if you have to pay it, and the portability is sitting there. Now, what happens if your spouse already passed away and you didn't file the estate tax return? Well, the IRS has this really nice revenue ruling, which allows you to late file for that election for 5 years after your spouse's death. So that's huge. You got some time. Go back, talk to your attorney, talk to your CPA, maybe get those filed. The one exception is, and there's lots of rules, of course, with taxes, but one thing is if your spouse was not a citizen, you can't use the 5-year rule. So keep that in mind, and if anybody has any questions, give us a call.